So in the words of the talented Rebecca Black, it's Friday. And I just wanted to film something and say hi and I don't have a whole lot, but just some general stuff and some reality television comments. So The Voice, okay, first I just have to be like, Adam, you lost a lot of my respect by choosing Casey Weston, who sucked. Her performance this week was literally painful. I couldn't listen. It was a great song, and she completely ruined it, and it was really, really bad. And he lost a lot of respect for choosing her over Jeff Jenkins. Okay? And even if he had chosen the other guy, whose name I can't remember at the moment, was his name Devin? Even if he had chosen him, I would have been like, all right, I like Jeff better, but I understand. Casey, really? She sucks. I was very disappointed in him. But the finale, yay, Dia! So basically, I feel like the finale is going to be between Dia and Javier. But I do feel like Beverly has a shot. A lot of people seem to really like Beverly. I'm not saying she doesn't have a good voice. I personally don't like her style. And that thing she does, I don't like it. I don't really like Beverly. She seems like a great lady, but I'm not a fan of her, like, performances and stuff. But I think it's going to be between Dia and Javier. And, like, Javier is really good. He oversins, like, so much in my opinion because, like, okay, you do, like, a run, that's awesome. He's very good at them. You should do them. You shouldn't do them every word because then they're not cool anymore and they're not special anymore because you've overused them, okay? So, he's very good, but I'm still rooting for Dia, and I think Dia, too, has a huge fan base in general. And her performances are really original, so, or not original, but, like, very different from, like, whatever she's covering. So I think it might be her. So that's who I'm voting for. Vicky's, she's really out of the competition. She's very good. I really like her too, but she's just, she's just, compared to the other three, doesn't really have a chance. But just a comment about the judges. Can we actually do some judging instead of just praising every note, be it flat or sharp or oversang or whatever? Because all they do is they're like, you're so great, you're so talented, you're one of my favorites, that was a really great performance. I'm like, no, that was bad. You were pitchy or flat or wrong or terrible or whatever. Like, give them some comments that aren't always so chipper and happy. Like, they don't always do great all of the time. Like, yes, they are all talented, but they do all have bad performances. Like, Casey Weston, why are people praising her up and down? Because it was bad, okay? Yeah, I wish they would do more judging. I'd have a lot more respect, I think, if they did some judging instead of just praising everyone. Also, okay, so you think you can dance. Okay, what the heck, because my favorite guy is already off. My favorite guy was Nick, and he's already off. How is this fair? Because he was a tapper, and he was adorable, and he reminded me of Juliana from One Tree Hill, and I loved him, and he was gone. Wow, I wasn't shocked at all, because as soon as Ryan and Ricky were on the bottom, I knew that he was going home, because they love Ryan and Ricky. Even though Ryan, like, smiles all the time, and I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be, like, depressed and, like, all over him in sexual tension. She's like, dancing, and I'm like, what? No, smiling, yes. Dancers are supposed to smile, but in this, they're, like, performing. It's not just, like, a routine. They're just, like, in, like, a high school talent, like, this is pretty legit stuff, and she needs to put some expression on her face, although she does really look like Kat Deely, and that's not really relevant to her talent. It was just, like, a fun fact. But, yeah, and I'm just, like, But Ricky was really good. His solo was really good. But I was really mad because Nick was my favorite and he's already gone. Now I don't know who to like. Because I guess Tad's good. I like Tad. I really like Jordan coming in, but I haven't lately. What is that girl who looks like Jennifer Goodwin's name? She's the really short hair. It starts with an M. Melanie? Is that her name? Melanie? She's good. Yeah, so I'm still trying to pick people I like. I had, picked Nick, but, he's gone. Great. I'm really sad. So and that was awful. Like, that 4-person elimination was awful, and I really wish they would have just eliminated someone last week and kept it, rather than doing 4 this week, because that was really hard. Like, it sucked. Yeah, so, and then on, like, the scripted television, I don't really have stuff to say about Pretty Little Liars. Stuff is happening, but like nothing that stuck out that I was like, ooh, I want to talk about. So, yeah, I don't really know. I mean, stuff's happening, but sometimes I get a little confused too. So we'll see. Yeah, so nothing I really have to comment on. Same with Switched at Birth and Covert Affairs. Like, stuff's happening. I've enjoyed the episodes, but I don't have anything that's sticking out that I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to. So, yes, Ricky Blue was on last night. I haven't watched that yet, so I'll probably watch it this weekend. I'm about to watch Suits when I'm done with this. I'll say how that is. Okay, and then this is not really... Okay, this is a rant. Insert rant portion of the show here. Bones isn't coming back on until November 3rd. Okay? Which I understand. They're shortening the season because of Emily Deschanel. I don't approve, but I understand. She's having a baby. She wants to spend some time with this baby. She can't really, be acting and doing stuff when she's birthing. So I understand. So then they, and they're pushing off too because of the X Factor or whatever, which I don't approve of that. But, they're holding it off till November. We'll have solid couple of episodes, and then we'll have winter hiatus or whatever until she comes back. So I'm sad about this, but I understand. It's better than episodes without her. So that's fine. But what I'm not happy at all about is the fact that she's coming, when we come back, she's going to be entering her 3rd trimester of pregnancy. We are missing 2/3 of her pregnancy. I'm not pleased at all. This is not acceptable because I said that I really want to see the reactions. We're missing them trying to hide it. We're missing them trying to adjust to it. We're missing her crazy pregnancy symptoms. We're missing the reactions of people who she tells. We're missing everything. Not only did we not get to see their sex or their dating or whatever, we don't even get to see half of her pregnancy, 2/3 of her pregnancy. And I'm just like, really? Because as much as I'm still like trying to be like thrilled and stuff, because I am thrilled because I'm really excited for them to have a baby and like they're going to be adorable and like all the fun stuff it's going to cause is going to be awesome. At the same time, they're screwing us over because we're missing so much because they planned it poorly. Okay, that's just what it is. So I'm not pleased about where, oh, hey, she's practically going to be giving birth by the time we come back. Oh, wait, what if they came back with like a toddler? I would kill someone. So yeah, not okay. Annoyed. So the only way they can appease me at this point is if at some point we get a flashback or some serious talking about like what people's reactions were. Because Sweets would have been hysterical and Angela would have been great, and we don't get to see any of it because they're dumb and mean. And I don't appreciate it. Okay, and then just one more really quick thing. This is just a funny story. So I went to Starbucks with my friend the other day, and I was wearing my Chuck shirt, and it has a huge picture of Zachary Levi in his Nerd Herd outfit, and it just Chuck Me on the bottom and like the cool letters that they have. And I walked in, and like the barista, that's the pretentious name that they call people who work at Starbucks. So the barista like screamed at me as I walked in the door, and she was like, "I love that show, you're my new best friend." And I was like, and she was like yelling throughout the store, and she was like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. And she was like, I love it. And she was like telling me about her life, and she was like, my birthday, me and my friends dressed up as nerd herders, and me and my boyfriend text during commercials because we won't watch during the show. And she was like, what'd you think of the finale? And then she said, my friend, she goes, did she watch Chuck too? And she was like, you really need to buy the seasons and just watch them all. And oh my gosh, it was so funny. And she was like telling me about like, she was like, oh, I think this is my favorite episode, the one where this happens. And it was really funny. And like, and she was like, oh, and I named my car Charles Carmichael, and like going on and on. And it was so funny. And I was just like, but it was great because I like don't get any recognition for my shirt. But I love random conversations with stuff, mutual interests. But it was just really hysterical, and I thought I'd share. But yeah, so that's what I have to say. Sorry, this is longer than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, I'll do some more talking at a later point. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.